Good morning. A blessed day to you all. Welcome back. Yesterday, I shared what God says about benevolence. Today, as I continue to explore the topic of benevolence, I will share some insights on why we are required to incorporate benevolence into our lives. When we obey God's commandment to love our neighbor as we love ourselves, when we treat each other with respect and compassion, we will be rewarded for our faith and service. Additionally, when we express and impart goodwill to all humanity, we please God and pave our way to eternity. In the parable of the Good Samaritan, Luke 10:25-38, an expert in religious law questioned Jesus about inheriting eternal life. Jesus responded with the question, "What does the law of Moses say? How do you read it?" The man responded, "You must love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your strength. Love your neighbor as yourself." Deuteronomy 6:5. Jesus responded, "Right, do this and you shall live." John 14:2-6 tells us, "In my Father's house there are many mansions. If it were not so, I would have told you. And if I go and prepare a place for you, I will come again and receive you unto myself, that where I am, there you may be also." God's mandate to us is to love our neighbor as we love ourselves. Total devotion to God and love of one's neighbor. This is the key that opens the door. We must be willing to make sacrifices now in order to reap greater rewards later. We must not forfeit eternal rewards for temporary benefits. Jesus assured his disciples, "When the world is made new and the Son of Man sits upon his glorious throne, you who have been followers will also sit on 12 thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel." If we strive to be God's disciples, the same reward would be offered to us. Leviticus 19:18 entreats us, "Do not take revenge or bear a grudge against a fellow Israelite, but love your neighbor as yourself." If we say that we love God, then we must adhere to his commands. 2 Timothy 3:1-15 states, "In the last days there will be difficult times, for people will love only themselves and their money. They will be boastful and proud. They will be cruel and hate what is good." Today, we are aware that Bible prophecies are being fulfilled. When we turn away from God, we reap the consequences. There exists wars and rumors of wars. Droves of people are fleeing their countries to escape the ravages of war. At home, we are inundated with horrendous acts of violence. Despair and desolation covers the earth like a wet blanket. When we become complacent and self-absorbed and neglect fellowship with God, our priorities become skewed. Consequently, we run the risk of being excluded from spending eternity with Almighty God. Have a blessed day, everyone. Please join me again tomorrow as I continue to share on the virtue benevolence.